What is going on, you guys? My name is Spideyco64, and welcome back to yet another NASCAR 164 scale diecast review. And here for today's review, we're going to be here today to have a look at and review on our first Ford race win from the 2025 season, and that is going to be on Josh Berry's number 21 Ford Motorcraft Las Vegas race win version. All right, so we got a Wood Brothers race win and a Josh Berry race win in the house. A combination you don't really hear too often, as this was Josh Berry's first win in the NASCAR Cup Series this year, earlier at Las Vegas Motor Speedway in the year. And obviously, of course, Lionel Racing and has produced a diecast of that. So we're going to go off ahead here, and we're going to go ahead and have a look at this diecast here. Before we do that, here's a quick look at the packaging. We have this special Wood Brothers Racing 75 years box. Of course, they're celebrating their 75th anniversary. For the most part, the car is just mostly all black. You can see here, Wood Brothers Racing, 75 years. Right there, ever since. How long have the Wood Brothers been around? That's a good question. I can't really read that, but I have to assume it says the 1950s. So ever since NASCAR began, holy crap. So of course you can see here, you got some stripes going down the cross here, red, white, blue, this gold pattern, and all that stuff is basically wrapped around the car. That looks really cool. And here is a look of the car itself. So like I said before, Josh Berry's first race win in the NASCAR Cup Series. Obviously, of course, a really pretty upset win when you kind of go ahead and think about it, because he was kind of okay in the regular season. And obviously, of course, he had that really terrible first round in the playoffs. But I'm pretty excited to see what Josh Berry has for next year, to see if he could continue that momentum. But yeah, geez, dude, this was really cool. This was a really cool race win, and obviously one that, you know, for damn sure a lot of people were gonna be really we're gonna be buying the diecast and stuff like that. Oh, by the way, this is the first time in quite a fat minute that we have looked at at the Wood Brothers, just the regular Motorcraft scheme. Of course, obviously last year we had not last year, but a few weeks ago, I don't know when it was. Oh yeah, earlier in the year, whenever it was, we had a look at Harrison Burton's Daytona race win. And that was a really cool diecast right there. And this is, once again, a really awesome looking car. It's a car that we're all well familiar with. We're all well familiar with the Wood Brothers 21, but man, this really cool to see Josh Berry go back to victory lane. And also at the same time as well, kind of also embarrassed Harrison Burton by winning in his third start, and by the way, on a non-drafting track at the same time as well, and all that good stuff. So yeah. Now this, of course, obviously has a couple things to note before we get to the sponsors. We're still on the plastic chassis, and then we also have the rubber. Of course, we got not the rubber tires, the plastic tires. So any of you wondering when we're gonna get that, I think if I have to guess, we're probably gonna get that when I think when Chase Briscoe's Pocono race win is going to be the first one with these new features. Because I know that some of these next upcoming race wins are not going to have that. But yeah, and then also at the same time as well, these do have the double shark fins at the same time as well, which is kind of interesting because I didn't mention this on the Hamlin race win, which we had a look at, I think it was last week. But the Hamlin race win right here does not have the shark fins. Oh, by the way, really big loss for Denny Hamlin in the championship this past Sunday. Good Lord, NASCAR better change the system. But anyways, though, that's a couple things interesting to note here. Because, yeah, a couple of these next race wins will not have that. So, yeah. But I don't know. Are the Mile and a Half supposed to have double shark fins? I don't think they're supposed to. Please tell me if they are supposed to have the double shark fins or not. I don't think they're supposed to, but I don't know why Lionel has that, but whatever. But anyways, let's just go ahead and get down to the sponsors here. So on the windshield banner, you got Ford and Barry. And then going down to the hood, you got Ford Motorcraft, Ford down there. Here's the Ford Mustang Dark Horse front end. The first time we're looking at this, we've been looking at Chevys, Toyotas lately. Number 21, Sunoco down there. You got the anniversary logo, Sunoco down there. Got Goodyear, NASCAR. Cup Series, number 21 with the chrome-plated number. Ford Motorcraft, Ford Performance down there, which I think, yeah, they're going to change that to Ford Racing next year. Got Quick Lane Tire and Auto Center, Dex Imaging, and Aero, which I do think they produced the Aero scheme. You got the gas cap right there, which that's an interesting look for the gas cap. Why does it look like the Imperial logo from Star Wars? That's weird. Okay. Then you got Josh Berry with the American flag, Lincoln Welders. On the B pillar, you got Ford, Safety Clean. I can't read those other logos. And then number 21, Ford Craft Berry, FordParts.com. That's a little bit crooked. A little bit crooked there, but does fit. Here's the back. Ford Motorcraft Ford 21 with those tail lights, and as said before, the underneath of the chassis is still plastic, for any of you that are wondering. And I swear to God, if I get one of those people saying, "Is this still on the plastic chassis?" It's like either you didn't watch the video or not. So there you go. This goes to show my viewer duration. But now let's go ahead and let's kind of get down to the race wind damage. And this car, it does have quite a bit of race wind damage, but let's kind of go ahead and see a look here. So the front end here, you can see it's pretty dirty up. You can see all the dirt and the rubber on the front. Since it is a white car, you can't see all the dirt and the grime right there. Then, of course, obviously on the side here, you got more dirt and grime and all that sort of stuff on the side. You can really get a good look of it. Yeah, a lot of dirt, rubber, all that good stuff. Got some on the roof here. You got some on the back here, but you can, obviously, it's really clear that you can see it because, again, white car. Same thing on the other side. Yeah, just a good amount of damage, looking really nice on the side there. And you have confetti that covers not the whole hood, mostly the windshield. Not too much on the roof, not too much on the back windshield. Some on the side here, side there. Some on the splitter, and I think that is about it. You got some down there. I think I already mentioned that, so there you go. Let's just kind of go ahead and sort of zoom this out here a minute. So that's going to conclude it for this video here, guys. So obviously, of course, by the way, we do got some other race wins also coming out here very soon. I think we should be doing the Kyle Larson Homestead race win review tomorrow. I don't know, because what's funny is that I ordered this last week, and then I ordered the Larson on Monday, and now it's now basically essentially in Avondale right now. So there you go. But that's not the only Larson race wins. Yeah, shit, he wins the championship, and I got like 3 Larson race wins that I want to review. Wow. But anyways, though, so really good looking car right here. Obviously, this is a really awesome looking race win. Obviously, for the fact of the matter is that not only is it a new driver, that's always really cool. Also, you know, for the Wood Brothers, an iconic race team, and just an overall really great race win overall. So we got some cool race wins coming out here. And oh, by the way, NASCAR Xfinity Batch review there's one that's on the works, but here's the thing. I can't really talk about that because there are some cars in the advent calendar that that are getting released and all that sort of stuff. So I just want to just go ahead and say that. Which, by the way, I'm not telling you what's in the advent calendar. You have to wait till November or December, whenever the spoiler ban is lifted. But we'll do that whenever eventually everything kind of calms down with the whole spoilers for the advent calendar. But yeah. A few things I actually didn't mention, but we got these white tips here in the front. I actually noticed that. And then one thing also here too is that the black is not fully covered here with this car on the spoiler. I just remember that. Okay, that's a little bit weird. So the top is black, but not on the other side. That's strange. Okay, I guess that's fine, but yeah, but anyways, though, other than that, really cool looking diecast, all things considered. So, of course, stay tuned for any more diecast reviews. Yeah, just keep an eye out for that, and we'll go from there. So thank you all so much for watching this video, and I will catch all of you in the next video. See you all later.